Podcast, and for all you AHLers out there, I'm sure you had a really lovely day last week because the AHL schedules for the 2026-27 season were released. We here on the women's side still got quite a while to go. I know, we've still got quite a while to go, but hopefully now that both the AHL and the AHL schedules are now out, that should hopefully help us in the PHL plan our schedules, because obviously we have to work it around those two leagues. Because I remind you, the Scepters, the Big Trois, and now PHL Hamilton all share with AHL teams. And then you obviously have us in Minnesota, the Sirens in New Jersey, Torrent in Seattle, the Charge now in Ottawa. I might miss one here, we'll see. PHL San Jose, PHL Detroit, and PHL Las Vegas. I think that's all of them. I might be missing one, who knows? But you have those teams I just listed. They all share with AHL teams. If I missed one out, let me know in the comments. Yeah, seriously. And then Boston obviously is now in a gas arena with the NCAA team there. So but schedules came out on July the 16th. God, I can't believe we have gone to an 84-game schedule. Can't believe it. It's a complete joke. You don't need 84 games, guys. Come on. And then you do like a full-blown 2-month playoffs. It's an absolute joke. It is an absolute farce. Anyway, so the Sharks obviously released their schedules as well, and I thought, honestly, I didn't really look at mine. I've not actually looked at my schedule in full yet, because honestly, not long after Carolina won the Stanley Cup, and well done Hurricanes, thank you so much. It's always a happy day when a Vegas team loses. Happy day. Thank you, Stormy. Love you. I remember long after that saves the pack. Look, when schedule stores come out, please don't tell me. Please don't tell me. Okay. I might have a little quick, glance, but just don't tell me, because I'm not in the mood. I'm not in the mood anymore. Okay. So the rest of the pack have obviously looked at theirs, but I haven't really looked at mine in full. But I have read the article that's on the Sharks website about schedules, and I'm scrolling down, and I'm looking at some of these collaborations that we've got going on, and look what I've spotted. October the 10th, Sharks and PHL San Jose. Oh, what could that be? So let's look at that game as a whole, shall we? And let's see who is going to be on that night. But, pray tell, what could this be? This is interesting. Now, at that point, we will still be about, I think, like a month away from the start of the season. But by that point, it will start to feel a lot closer. It's Edmonton! Oh, it's McDavid and Draisaitl. Edmonton. We're going to play Edmonton at 1 p.m. Oh, that's gonna be early. It's early. It's a Saturday, by the way, guys. So 1 p.m. Pacific. Oh, that's gonna be an early start. Alright, okay. So it's October 10th when we'll be hosting Connor McDavid. It's going to be a Sharks PHL San Jose night. Ooh. What could that be? And actually, very interesting pick. In terms of your opponent, because obviously, as we all know, Edmonton has, the last few years, been making a real big push for women's hockey. I mean, this past season, they had the 2 Canadian stops on the Rivalry Series, and they also had 2 stops on the Takeover Tour, both featuring the Golden Eyes, the Vancouver Golden Eyes, as the home team. So they had one after Christmas, when they hosted when Vancouver hosted my Minnesota Frost, and then they had another one in April when they hosted the Boston Fleet, and unfortunately Vancouver lost both of those. Yeah. And me, per lady, we have kind of thought that Edmonton would be a really good market as a future expansion team. It's just we need to work out, the 1 or 2 details that is stopping Everton being over the line. So that's interesting. So, what could it be? Pray tell, what could it be? And wouldn't that be perfect timing? Now, obviously, I don't know when or if the 4 expansion teams, Detroit, Las Vegas, San Jose, I don't know when or if they will get their brands before the season. But wouldn't it be something if on that night, you have, let's say, Leia Edwards, Roy Gearday, and Kristen O'Neill come out, do the ceremonial puck drop, and they are wearing the official PWHL San Jose jerseys, and their team name, gets announced. Wouldn't that be a way to do it? Now, I know the chances of that are probably very, 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 very slim, but wouldn't that be just an exciting way, just to get the excitement, buzzing and going even further? Because I'm going to say, I think San Jose is now you can call me biased because I've been involved with that market since I was 12 years old, but I do believe that San Jose is the market right now that is really making the biggest effort to show its support for women's hockey. We had last month, we had Leia Edwards literally go to Buffalo and announce all of the Sharks picks in that first round. We had that. We're seeing, the Sharks just try to come out in support of the women's game, and really, help, grow the women's game further. So I just feel like of all the markets right now that's got an AHL and a PHL team in them, I think San Jose is doing the best in trying to make the PHL feel so welcome. And that just gives me a huge boost, because you could argue, Bay FC and Golden State Valkyries, they were the big reason why the PHL went to San Jose. And just because it worked well with those 2 teams, you can't really say it's going to work well here in the PHL, but I do have confidence it will. I do expect some really good things from PHL San Jose next year. They're doing really well in their bench stuff. They just recently hired the 2 assistant coaches to Troy Ryan, 2 stellar names, so I'm really pleased with that. Before the stuff on that, so you can go check it out, guys. But yeah, so what could it be? I'm intrigued. You have my attention. Well, but any HRT doing a collaboration night with a PHL is going to grab my attention, but what could it be? Because this could be a huge opportunity to really get people aware of the PHL coming to San Jose. Because October 10th, that would be a month away from the World Championships. Remember, the World Championships will begin on the 6th of November and will run all the way through to the 16th of November 2026. It takes place in Denmark this year. And we're going to have loads of World Championship coverage on the show for you guys. Starting very, very soon. We're going to get started on the team previews very soon. They're going to be coming out very soon. We're also going to have a episode after the World Championships. We're going to do a episode on that. We're going to talk about that as a whole. Okay, so we've got loads of World Championship stuff coming on the podcast very soon, the next few months, as we get closer to that in November this year, guys. So we're excited for that. We're excited. Yeah, so by that point, it'll be a month away before women's hockey can get back up and running again. It'll be a month away before the World Championships. We'll still be when we get to it, we'll still be a few weeks before we can get our first PHL game. Because I imagine you're probably looking maybe at the very end of November for when the PHL season begins. If I was a betting man, because the 16th is a Monday, and I know that because my birthday's the 8th of November, that's a Sunday this year. So the 16th is the last day of the World Championships. That is a Monday. So you could technically then open training camps for PHL either on the Tuesday or the Wednesday. You then do Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday pre-season. So do what you did last year. So you just do a two game pre-season. And then the following week, you could technically, at the end of the following week, you could, oh no, would that be Thanksgiving? Oh, no, okay, oh no, yeah, you could, yeah, you could, hold on. Yeah, you could, because we did open season 2 on Thanksgiving weekend, so no, forget what I just said, yeah, you could technically do it start Thanksgiving. And then maybe the following week, you then start the season, maybe, we'll see, I'm not in charge of schedules. I don't make schedules. I just report on on when they come out. Yeah, but I imagine maybe the week after could be when we start season 4. Could work. It could work, but we'll see. We'll see. Yeah. So I'm really intrigued. What is Sharkie got planned? What's my little thin friend from North Cal? What's he got planned? You can never be too sure what that shark's gonna do. You can never be too sure what he's gonna do. What's he got planned? Because clearly something's in the waters. But I think this would be a good opportunity, to just promote the PHL and its impending arrival to the Bay Area. So what you could do, because obviously, during the all the TV cards, if you've ever been to an NHL game, in the TV timeouts, each team does various stuff, to try and keep the crowd entertained. So what you could do is during every TV timeout, you put some facts about the PHL on the video on the video screen, or show highlights from previous PHL games, and just whet that crowd's appetite. Maybe even give discount codes for PHL San Jose merchandise. Maybe have a meet and greet session with some of the PHL San Jose players after the game. Maybe do that. Could we maybe get some of the PHL San Jose players to then meet on the ice during warm-ups, maybe? Because that'd be a possibility. I don't know. I mean, literally schedules. I've got no clue what's going on, but something's up. Something's up, and I just think this would be really good. If you can get this done right, this could be a really good moment, and it could really help San Jose, spread the word out and get people more aware of this exciting new chapter that is coming to their market in just a few short months' time. It's so exciting. It's just so exciting. I mean, for me, it still has not sunk in that San Jose is joining the league. It really hasn't. And I don't think it's going to sink in until they properly get going and we see players in PHL San Jose jerseys on the ice, and we just see those colours just light up the place. It's going to be just an incredible moment for San Jose, and I'm just so excited for what's coming. I really am. So that's interesting. So there are various other collaboration nights going on with the Sharks next season. So if you go onto the Sharks website and you click on the news article about the schedule release, if you go on that, you will find all the details about all the various celebration nights they've got coming up. Pride Night's very late in the season this year for the Sharks. I've not found out where the Wild's one is, but the Sharks Pride Night this year is very, very late. And in fact, Pride Night for the Sharks this year is, hold on, where is it? Oh, oh, there we go. It's April the 8th against Minnesota. So that's the penultimate game of the season, because I believe our 5 game season is April the 10th. So it's the penultimate game of the season. That's very, very late. That's very, very late. Yeah. Yeah. Women of Teal Night is March the 6th this year. That'll be when we host Tampa. So that might have. So maybe for that night you can maybe do a PHL San Jose giveaway. Just saying. Just saying. Okay, just saying. But yeah, but if you go on the Sharks website, you go into the news section, you find the news article that's got the schedule released. That is where you'll find the dates for the various feed nights, and also these collaboration nights that are coming up throughout the year. There's gonna be quite a lot going on in San Jose next year. We've got a lot to come. So you've got obviously got the season premiere, which is obviously October the 1st. And then the Sharks PWHL San Jose night will be the next one. That's going to be October the 10th. You've also got Lost Tiburones. That's Halloween this year. Oh, I'm a waitress that this year. November 27 is Youth Hockey Appreciation Night. And then December 11 is Healthcare Heroes. Then in January, so January the 2nd, you've got Next Gen. Then on January the 8th, it's Sharks and Love Island. Oh, God. Sharkie! Can you not have a Traitors Speed night? Because Traitors will be back and running by then. Dear, oh dear, oh dear. January the 20th. Sorry, January the 30th, is Sharks and Warriors. So I imagine that's going to be Golden State Warriors. I imagine that's probably what it's going to be. Of course, up the road. February the 13th is Family Game Night. Oh, no. Sharkie hosting a game show? Don't think so. March the 5th, it's South Asian Culture Celebration. April 10, Fire Appreciation Night. So those are some of the. So those are, and there's obviously loads more going on throughout the season, because that was on the 10. That's going to be absolutely circled in my diary. And that would be a 9 p.m. start in the UK. Because obviously, time difference between here and San Jose is 8 hours. That's 1 p.m. Pacific. It's going to be 9 p.m. here in the UK. So I will definitely be tuning in for that game. Because I will be keeping a very close eye on what the Sharks are going to do with this Sharks and PWHL San Jose night. And I will definitely be reporting it on the podcast afterwards. So Sharkie, my friend, you better not let me down. You better not let me down. You better not let me down. You better not let me down indeed. So it's going to be very interesting to see what is he going to do. What are the Sharks going to do that involves PWHL San Jose? And I would really love to see more of these collaborations between markets that have got both the AHL and the PWHL. I mean, we don't really need the AHL's help, but it would be nice if every now and then the AHL teams would recognise that you have got the PWHL in your backyard, maybe do something for them. Okay, so I don't mind having nights like these every now and then. Okay, so maybe the Sharks can be the blueprint of what the other AHL markets with PWHL in can do. Okay, because Hamilton's the only one that's not got AHL, so that's fine. They can. That's fine. But the other 11 markets, there should really be no excuses, especially for those 7 that are going to be or are already co-tenants with the PWHL. There should be no excuses. Come on, we should be having more of these collaboration nights. So yeah. So it sounds really exciting. And I think the best thing we could get would be, I know it probably won't happen, but I'm just gonna say it. I mean, the best thing that they could do would be you get some PWHL players come out. They come out in the PWHL San Jose jerseys, and the team they get to build. That would be brilliant. But it's probably not gonna happen. Probably won't happen. But anyway, just saying. So it's October 10th. Where we host Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl and the rest of the Edmonton Oilers. October 10th, 1 p.m. Pacific time, 9 p.m. here in the UK. I will definitely keep a very close eye on that game. And like I said, whatever that they do, I will be reporting about it on the podcast the following week. Okay, so the first recording opportunity I get after that game, I will come on and talk about it. I will make sure it gets published straight up. Right. Yeah. So let's see what my fellow friend in California is gonna do, shall we? Let's see what he's got up his sleeve. Okay. So until next time, take care.